Morning all, so here I am. It is about 6:30 in the morning, just heading out again. Make sure I've got everything. Just lock the door on. Truck's been running for 5 minutes, getting warmed up, left the heater on last night because it is bloody cold out here. It really is. Winter is definitely coming in. So here we go, hopping on another trip. Big bag of goodies from the wife, all the food, all the usual stuff and what have you. Just get that in there, in the freezer. Anyway, yeah, I'm just heading down to, I'll get some lights on in a minute. Heading down to Houston, Texas, which I'm well chuffed about. I haven't had much time at home. It's just been quite a quick 34. I've only just had my 34 off basically because I did that quick one down to California, didn't I? Sammy's, wife always picks me up with some Sammy's and stuff. Oh, she's bought me Alexa thing to keep me entertained on the road, so that should be fun. Good old wifey. She's just gone back to bed. She's not a morning person, so she's gone back in. Like I said before, I keep my frozen stuff right at the top. If I whack it right up onto 7, it keeps all the frozen stuff still frozen for a week or so. As long as the cap doesn't get too hot, you know, like when I'm down in Texas and places like that, it's going to be toasty and stuff like that. So if I keep the aircon on and keep the interior of the cab cold, it tends to keep everything all right. Without messing up too much. What else we got? We left a Sammy out. We'll leave one of them sandwiches out so we can grab that in a bit. That in there. All good. Just gonna have to go get rid of these. Just bear with me. I'm not really sorted this one out. Anyway, I'll do that in a minute. Let's have a look. GPS is showing me that way. That's talking bullshit because that's going to take me through Wyoming. I don't want to go through Wyoming this time of year. No way, Jose. So we'll have a look at this one, see what this wee app does. Back on the Costco run, so well chuffed. Brilliant job, you know. I think we've got these back all the time now. So that's Houston, and one who's going to Dallas as well. So one of the other lads will be out. He'll probably be in front of me somewhere. I don't know who's doing it. I don't think Rich has got it because he'd have told me. That tips Wednesdays as the Dallas. He offered me that one, but I said, oh, can I take the Houston? Because that gave me an extra day at home without having to have a 34 off down the road as I was driving, because I wouldn't have had enough time off. Anyway, so this is going to be the right way. This is going to be through Idaho, down into Utah. I'll be in Moab tomorrow night. It's like 2,500 miles. So it's not a steady run. And then, as you know before, down into New Mexico, as I've done before, all the way through Utah, through Moab, through beautiful. You've seen all that. Love this trip, really do. Keeps me down low as well, away from the weather, hopefully. So I'll get up over Dead Man's Pass, things like that, and the job will be good. Once I get away from there, it should be all right. And the weather's good for over the pass still, that one. So no problem. It's just Wyoming's up and down, so I don't want to go over there. And now they're having cutbacks, and they tell me in Wyoming this year. My mate Andrew sent me a memo saying in Wyoming, because they're running out of money, they aren't going to be gritting. So to be fair, half the time they don't bother gritting anyway. When the weather turns bad over there, they just like, fuck it, we're out, we're going home, bye. You're on your own, sort of thing. So it's a bit hit and miss, and it is treacherous through there. They get some terrible, terrible weather, they really do. So on that note, that's why dropping down, great, get me down by the Mexican border, down there, probably to load back. So that unloads Thursday. Like I say, I've got 2,500 miles. So I've got to keep 600 plus days for the next 4 days. So you know, it's going to be it's not difficult, but it's not easy, you know, you've got to keep it going. So happy days. I don't need to fuel up today, all fueled up, my trailer's down in the town, so that's the good. So that's the start of it. Looking forward to this trip, really. Get me away from this cold. What we got, the temperature at the moment is saying watch for ice, so we've got -1, and that's in the town, so that's not too bad. It'll be cold going through the deserts, then through Moab. I know it's going to drop down to -10 and stuff like that, but it'll be dry. I know it'll be dry. I hope it'll be dry. Catch you later, wash your bloody hands. So, all, here I am, just coming up to Cabbage. This is the Cabbage in Oregon. And fucked up, shut down. It's totally shut down is the road. It's quite a severe mountain goes up there, and it's snowed up. So we can't even chain up or anything to get over it. It's dumped to load pretty quick apparently, look. And that's where I am, where this big old snow cloud is. That's where it's telling me I can't go, which is a bit of a bum. So they're putting us all... Putting us all down into the truck stop. No doubt I'll get in here and we'll find out what's the crack's going to be, what the forecast is, and see what I'm going to do for options. I'm like 2,100 miles away from my tip, so I needed to be doing 6+ a day. So I'm still I'm 300 off what I needed to do today. So now that puts me in a predicament. It really does. I can hang about for a bit, you know, but I could do it to get over this mountain, really. I don't like driving nights, so I don't want to wait until midnight and then find I've still got to sling chains and shit like that, because it's dumped a lot more, but hey ho, it is what it is. I'll probably obviously shut down in here, because we can't go anywhere, and then this is the casino where I spent New Year's Eve. I haven't chained up over this one before, so, and I've been and got some new snow chains. I've even got shit for me boots, stuff to go on my boots and grip, because I was sick of falling over last year on the ice and that. New balaclava, a shitload of gear, so new gloves, all the malarkey, so we ain't got a problem. It's one of them things, isn't it? I could have done without it this trip. I left it a bit longer, but hey ho, that's the glory of trucking. So yeah, like I say, I've never chained up over this one before, so this is it's like, I don't know, what do you say? It's a challenge. It's quite severe going up. It really is. I probably won't chain my drag axle, my trailer axle. I'll just do my drives, because the descent at the other side is not too bad at all. It's not that bad, but it does go on that mountain pass for quite a bit. And I see I've got a bit further on in Boise some snow chucking down there as well. So once I get further over there, I'm going to be clean. I'm going to be okay. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, like I say. So we'll see what they say when I get in here. Maybe I heard say on the radio, because it's still coming down the other way. They are still coming at me from the westbound side. That's still open, and they said they're gritting it like hell. They said, so salting it and what have you. So hopefully they'll get something sorted and we can get up and over it. I say just sling with my chains and let me get on. But nothing we can do about it. We'll work it out when we get in here. Catch you in a bit. Bye bye. Here we are in the truck stop. I'm parked on a no parking bit, but I don't think they'll give a flying fuck, to be fair. The weather for conditions. I've just seen a cop and asked him what the crack was. That's it right up there, the mountain, the fucking mountain there. That's closed. Like you say, you can see it's still coming down the mountain, but we ain't going up the mountain. So it's just sit here and wait. I've got a few other goodies anyway that I got prepared. I've got new gloves and what else have we got? absolutely sick of falling over last year. 3 frigging times I fell over. So I've got some of these bad boys that go on my boots. So we'll be trying those out. They clip on the bottom of my boots and they've got little metal jobs in there to stop me going on my ass. What else have we got? We have got my I packed everything this trip, luckily. I've got 2 lots of waterproof trousers and insulated trousers, so they'll need to be going on. I hate being cold. I don't mind going out there and slinging the chains, but I don't like doing the cold. Balaclava with a little snorkel mask thing. One of them. What else have we got? That's about it, really. Obviously, my big winter kite. New insulated gloves and stuff like that. So should be all right. Where I'm parked, though, I don't really want to be chaining up in here. If they say that I can chain up, but I can't go over, because look, it's fucking wet. It's like a big old swampy puddle out there. So I ain't getting out in that shit. I'm gonna sort out my stuff from under the bunk. I've got somewhere without getting out, hopefully. I'll put on there. If I can find it, I don't really want to get out now. There it is. Whoa. Oh, this trailer as well I've got on. Thankfully, it's the trailer I was given ages ago. One of the newer trailers. So I had to get rid of that other one, but I've got the sister to one of our newest trailers actually, and it has got those chain hangers on the outside. If you remember, I told you last year I was there when I first got that trailer, which didn't last very long. Didn't keep it. Rubber mats down. That's it. Me fucking summer flip-flop things over in it. Put them down to keep everything dry. Yeah, it's got the chain hangers on the outside. Doesn't look brilliant, but when you're halfway up the mountain, you're chained off and you chained up, and then you just want to sling them back over again. Sling them at the side. It's a lot easier than messing about trying to cram them all back into me hanger that's on the truck. So you know, that's paid off. That'll work. Be a lot easier. Certainly will. So that's it. I'm just going to hang tight here and wait for it's just a waiting game. There's nothing I can do about it. Like I could, you know, I can do it even if I leave tomorrow, but because the speed limits are quite high. They're about 75 mile an hour through Texas and places like that, so I can actually get it going and do 700-mile days, or just short of that to get me there for Thursday. I don't really want to do that. You always get everybody wandering about now, aimlessly. What are we doing? What are we doing, guys? What's happening? Anybody know anything? So, like I say, I'm in a good position here because I can see the chain up area just over there. That's the chain up area, just where those trucks are parked over there. So I will know as soon as that opens if everybody's stopping in there, the chaining up to go over. If they're not, they're flying by, so I can have a little peek out if I do go to sleep and they don't open it for a while. So you know, I've got pole position. That's it. Grin and bear it. May go over to the casino, get some free coffee. See you in a bit. So here we go. It's taken me about 40 minutes to get the chains on. I've only done to be two on my drives and one on my tag axle there. Usually I can do those in 30 minutes, but it is getting a bit cold out here. My fingers are just starting to go a bit too cold. But it's always better to, like, you can go up there, or there's a second chain up probably. You end up going up there and a bit further up and a bit further up, you end up in all the slush and the shit. I prefer further down the mountain. It's always going to be a bit warmer as well. Get your shit on, get your chains on, get all sorted out down here rather than halfway up. It's a lot easier. First time as well this year, so let me get away from that. So my chains were a wee bit tangled up. They weren't too bad, to be fair, but a little bit of messing about with them. But it's going to get easy from now on, because I can guarantee you that isn't going to be my first time chaining up this year, and last time chaining up, sorry, this year. Plus, you know, it is better now. Like, a lot of people just hang on, and they won't go over the mountain. got time to be fucking about. I need to do another 200 mile today. The clock's ticking, as you know. So I need to get on a little bit. And I could have done it, like I said before, I could probably still get there if I left at 12 o'clock, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. But what's this to say? I aren't still going to have to chain up at that time in the morning. You know, there's always that shit, isn't there? And nobody wants that, do you? You don't want to have to chain up at ridiculous clock. At least, you know, it's light. I've got it here and it's nice and light. I can do it in the daylight. It's a bit bumpy with chains. Obviously, when you're not on the snow, it's on the slush and shit. Which is quite a run up before I hit.
Right on Coosey Road. Then take the first right.
It's quite a way before I actually. Ooh, my fingers are cold.
Legally, all 4 of your drives and 1 axle on your trailer.
It's quite a run.
Both axles on your truck and 1 on the trailer, so 6 chains legally. Majority of people put just one axle on the truck and 1.
So it's quite a run before I get up to actually where we'll be digging in the snow. Are they getting up there? The descent, like I said before, isn't too bad coming down the other side. Right, we'll see you on the mountain. So we're finally getting to the top of the hill, and it's a hell of a way up. Just checking on them chains is a good thing. With the orange bungees, you can see them still there. Obviously, if the bungee's gone, your chain's gone. But as you can see, it's a little bit of a shit show, and not actually on the snow yet. Remember, keep it in manual. You don't want it up and down the gearbox. Just steady away, keep it going up. Problem is, matey in front of me, 2 of them come flying past me. They ain't got chains on or anything. So if this is going to start getting thick and shitty, I don't want to get. I want to be able to get out and get past them if they start spinning out. There's been a few go flying up. You know, take your chance. I can't afford to pay the fine. I ain't got that sort of money. It's not cheap if you get caught. And of course, you look a total twat if you spin out at the top and hold everybody up. Can you imagine? Silly Englishman didn't put his chains on, spun up and held everybody else up. I'd live that one down, wouldn't I? Make a fortune picking the chains up that fall off trucks. Coming up here. Where's everybody gone? All gone without me? There he is. It's a real fucking pea super. Steady away. I hadn't lost too much time. I think I was there maybe a couple of hours. So, you know, looking at my satellite, as you can see there, once I get a little bit further on, hopefully there's a bit down by Bozeman and what have you, but it doesn't look as though it's too bad. There's not saying the road's shut down there or anything like that. So once we get over these, I am in a mountain pass for quite a way. This Dead Man Pass, it does go for some good old miles and what have you. So it's going to be a bit rocky for a bit. And I'm not sure I've still on these bloody new tyres I've got. I ain't going to knock them till I've actually tried them, you know what I mean? So we'll see how we get on, that's all I can do. I'm going to be really disappointed if this is as bad as it gets on the top and I've slung chains. By the time you usually get over the top of the hill, you've usually dried up, warmed out and everything to jump back out and take them all off again. Happy days. Like I say, it's only half the time taking them off, it really is. I don't know if you can really tell the camera angle will tell the grade, the angle of this hill, the grade, it is quite steep. said earlier, I said to somebody on my Facebook, I was mainly doing East Coast, New Jersey and Detroit, Morris and all around that way, Chicago and shit. So it was shit weather, backwards and forwards. There was no let up. But at least coming down Texas, I know I aren't going to have all this all the way, all the cold weather, and then there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's going to be, there's going to be some sun, guaranteed some sun and warmth on my face at the end of it. I aren't going to be stuck in the shit for forever, am I? Come on, let's get on. In the outside of me now, you know, which is all well and good until they start getting a little bit in front of you and shit themselves and put the brakes on. Down at -2 now. Gets a few little switchbacks and turns and shit like that, you know, it gets a bit naughty in places. Oh, we have got some snow, there you go. This looks a bit shitty. I would have got over that, I know for a fact, without my chains on. But it's better to be safe than sorry for, what, 40 minutes? It'll only take 30 minutes as a rule when everything's out, you know. Is it really worth it? You fuck it up for everybody else if you spin out at the top, you know, because everybody else stops then. Once you've got a jackknife truck, you can't get it straightened out again, you know. You need to be pulled out. That's top and bottom of it. You aren't gonna pull it out. You know, if you get it that much of an angle and it spins right on you, you're going to have somebody up your ass running right up behind you, so you're going to have no room to wiggle about or anything like that. And then you've got your tow truck, your expensive tow truck is going to cost you a fortune. It's going to cost the company. The boss of the company is going to have your pants down when you get home and he's going to give you a right good scene to. And that's not a thing that I really want. So, sling the chains. It's fucking easy. Don't hold everybody up. Just sling the fuckers. When the snow does get packed down and stuff like that, I'm depending obviously on what the conditions are, I'm quite happy running along on a flat, basically 45, 50, something like that. You know, a lot of other people come flying by, so it's exactly what you feel comfortable with. And that's it, you know, it's 50 mile an hour, you're still gaining ground. -3 and counting. as I said last year, any forward motion is better than no motion. You know what I'm saying? Long as we're moving forward, that's happy by me. Even if it's a wee slow space. Long as we're getting there, aren't we? We're not getting further away. We're not going backwards. There you go. I'll leave it with you. Left me. Although on my own, some. Oh well. Plodding along. There's a cutbacks there on the slip road at the rest area. He'll be handing out them fines. Ooh, easy money. Got to keep telling yourself it's not going to go on forever. The snow will stop soon. Be it March or May time, it will stop. I think the latest I slung chains last year was May. I think it was beginning of May. Over for Snoqualmie. It was the beginning of May. But hey, I only slung them 4 times, I think, last year. A year before that was 3 times or 4 times or 5 times, can't remember. So, you know, it's not every trip you're going to be doing it. So, hell, it's not that. It's not that bad. And they do work. Don't forget as well, like your downhill is going uphill. Going up's the easy part. That's fucking piece of piss. You just kick your foot down and away you go. But obviously coming down the other side, you really don't want to start letting it get away with yourself and wanting to brake, because then your ass will go, seriously. You'll be like, oh fuck, because that speed starts gaining up and gaining up. And don't forget, yucking on that Jake brake can lock up your back axles, obviously, and that's going to put you into a spin. That's going to put you into a jackknife. It really is going to get scary. So you can't go oiling on the Jake and think everything's going to be fine, because it ain't. Steady away, little by little, buckle. Screen starts freezing up. Oh, I'm glad I packed all my winter gear in. Hotel swimming pool in the horizon for this weekend. There is light at the end of the tunnel. This'll seem a million miles away then. Shit, I'm still right in the middle of it. I mean, that was a bit slow. Damn blast. We're dropping into it's the horrible hills on this bit. It's not a severe downhill at all. It's just so you can, you know, sort of get caught out a little bit. You got to watch it. You think you're going on a flat, and all of a sudden you'll see the speeds creeping up, and you think, fucking hell, I ain't got to run out here. We're going down. So I've done it a few times, but I haven't done it for a bit. So well, apart from a few weeks ago. But trying to remember every curve, every up and down, especially in the dark, it ain't going to happen now, is it? You know, you can't remember all of them. Here we are, bottom of the hill. Just gonna take my chain off and what have your chains off and get the fuck out of here. Just gonna do this really quick. Just whip them off and I'll trip them straight on the side. Easy as anything. It wasn't that bad a hill, to be fair. The weather wasn't too bad, so not a worry. Crack on. So there we go. Done, sorted. Chains off and ready to rumble. Fucking slipping all over the place. There is something really, Jesus, dirty. There is something very satisfying about getting off a mountain, getting up and over the mountain without a doubt. But I always remember, and I see people fucking doing this all the time. They stop in the chain area, get the chains off, sit there for 10 minutes congratulating themselves on how well they did and shit like that. Just get the hell out of the fucking chain area. There's other people coming up who want to be in the chain area, and it's not okay, you're pulling out. It's not a huge area for stack up loads of trucks, so you know you've got to get in and out. It is, like I say, very satisfying getting over the mountain with your chains on. I had one chain snap on me there actually, but it hadn't done any damage. It managed to get me over and stuff like that, but the middle bit popped up. So I have got two though, two new ones, so I'm alright. We'll fight again. These poor buggers going the other way have got it all to go through, haven't they? So that's it. That's the chain on bit for now. See how far we can get. I've still got about 3 hours, so it's still a bit shitty down here. Like I say, it's not exactly a safe area either. People are coming past you down there, and they've got the chains are slinging and stuff like that. One of them chains comes off, you know, that can seriously hurt you if you're stood there, which they do come off. So get your chains off, get the fuck out of Dodge and get out of there. Get away! Oh gosh, he's got his main beam on. That's nice of him. Onwards and upwards, forwards, no time for a cup of tea. We'll be having one of those when we stop. Now we're just chasing a bit. That was 50 mile on the chain, so you know it does cost you quite a bit of time, but we're okay still. We're on time. Bye bye. Morning all. Here I am. Obviously, I tidied up last night. It was a bit of lost a bit of time and stuff like that. I've just put all my carpets away and shit like that, because I get the plastic rubber mats out and shit like that obviously when it's snowing, because I don't want to get the carpets all dirty. So I've just chucked everything away again, dried all out now, chucked all my snow gear away. There's the mountain up yonder over there, so I've been for a check round the truck. Alexa, turn off. I've been for a check all around the truck, done all that shit, me checks and everything like that. All jobs are good, and stuck 2 fingers up at the fucking mountain as I went for a walk round. Fucking mountain. Fuck off. But hey ho, got over it. So, you know, it is something, it wasn't that bad, to be fair. It wasn't that bad at all, like I said before. So it is always quite an achievement when you get over it. It's quite happy days, you know, it's like, hey, done that one. So, up on the satellite this morning, I always put the Google Maps on as well. I've done my Google Maps, I'll bring it back up again. and that shows no road closures or anything. There's a bit of road works on my route and stuff like that, but apart from that, nothing. But look at that shit show over there. Glad I'm not going over that place. That's over if I was going over Montana, South Dakota, and over that way. That look where there. That looks pretty gnarly over there at the moment. There's a little bit round Boise, a little bit of a flurry, but I'm hoping that's pulled up overnight and got out my way and fucked off. Colorado's got a little bit you can see around here and stuff like that, but I'm going down the bottom side of it, so hopefully this will go through. I aren't too concerned about. Let's get this thing moving. I aren't too overly worried, to be fair, about Colorado and Utah. It can come through, you know, freaky weather at the moment. Now it is, you know, weather's all changed and it's up and down all over the bloody place, isn't it? This is where I stayed last night, just a nice little rest area. Missed it really, but no matter. And it looks a grand day. Yeah, Colorado, like I say, I only get the bottom side, and Utah, I aren't overly bothered because it's not that much high elevations going over the bits there, and it is high desert, but I will get a bit of a flurry through there on the floor, if anything, but nothing really to give me any great concern. Fingers crossed, like I say, with global warming and all the shit, you know, come on, best. Anything can come about nowadays. So that's it. Well, I'm loving my what's it called? Alexa, that the wife got me. Alexa, play the music. Alexa, maximum volume. There we go. You know, I'm loving that. I'm such a child, I really am. So, speed limits up on here are going to be 75. I've got 1938 miles to do, so I've got Alexa 60% volume. She struggles with my Yorkshire accent, that's the thing. Alexa, stop. Got that, didn't she? So I've got to light it up a bit. It's 75 the speed limits once I get down into, which won't be till tomorrow, into New Mexico, so I can really light it up across there and get some big miles in. Hopefully I want to get a 650 in today. I'll be down in Moab hopefully. Like I say, when I get a bit further, it's 65 on here. Is it 65 on here? No, it's 70, sorry, on here. 70 on this one. Now I've got through into towards Boise, and that's good. Like I say, super dry, nice and clear. Hopefully it stays like this. And flip-flops will be back on. We've got -1, so, you know, it's not too bad. Have a lovely day. So I'm having problems with Alexa, she isn't understanding me. Alexa, 20% volume please. Man's got a cat in his truck. Fucking cat in his truck. Fucking stinking fucking cat in his truck. Woman. Really? Oh, giddy up. Oh my giddy up. Let me get bored. Yeah, she's got a cat in there. Oh my god. Do you think she... Do you think she shares the glitter tray? Fucking anyway, just to give you a little insight, you know, you don't think there's much traffic on the road. And then you come to fuel up, which there's lots of gas stations, lots of them. Here's one of the loves, or Piloters, whatever. And look, we're like, how many deep? 1, 2, 3, 4 deep on how many aisles? I don't know. 1, 2, 1, starts over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 aisles. onto the fuel, which is incredible, really. You know, there's a lot of freight moving out there, a lot of stuff. When you imagine how much freight's on the road in one at one time, how much is moving, tons, thousands of tons, lots of it moving about all over, willy-nilly. Anyway, so let's next part. I'm gonna grab a shower here, get a shower. I like to get a shower midday, and then there's usually not a wait to get into the showers. If I wait until night time and park in the truck stops, there's always a fucking great queue, and if I want to stop and start off again, I can't. I've cracked on today. I'm only now, I've done pretty good actually. So look, I've only got 1,503 miles to do, and I've still got about 4 hours left, 4.5 hours. So you know, I'll still get.
You need a right lane, right lane up there.
I'll still get a little bit done. So you know, I know 300 mile. If I can get 300 mile, then I've really cracked it. If I get 200 mile, I'm happy with that. So it all depends. It looks like there's going to be a bit of snow further on. So when I turn off now from Salt Lake City, I'm just down, and it gets a bit pooed as this. It will get a bit rocky. There's a mountain pass I've got to go over. That's a bit up and downy, as all mountain passes are, I suppose. And fun. So we're going to fuel up here, because I won't make it to another one. Show the other side. Hopefully I'm going to make Moab. Oh, I've got my return load as well. A lot of pants, a lot of knickers to go back to Portland. That load's just southwest for Fort something or other, Fort somebody or other, I don't know, near there, just south of Dallas, southwest of Dallas, straight on my way home. So not a worry. That delivers on Monday. So somewhere along the way, I've got to try and get a 34 in. If I can't run it on I won't be able to run recaps, like I told you before about the recaps, because I've run across here too hard. I'll have burnt all my time out. But I'm hoping I can get back to Moab before I need some time off. So that'll work. If I can get there, that'll be nice. Squeeze a wee 34 in and crack on. We'll have a look, we'll see. I want to try and get on as far as I can with my time coming home, just in case the weather really does turn shitty, you know what I mean? So, fingers crossed! Just to let you know, a little update, I've got fueled up, and like I said, I was going to grab a shower. I was going to get a shower, grab a shower, that's very American, isn't it? Get a shower, but change of plan. I'm just going to this is like, it's not all rosy and stop where you like and do all that shit and stuff like that. So just letting you in on a view how it really is. Yeah, changed my mind to have a shower and I'm just going to make a coffee real quick. I've done what have I done? I've done 6 hours with only a 30-minute break. I just had some breakfast, grabbed a sandwich out the box, and then cracked on basically. So the reason I don't want to hang about and get a shower is that there's no wait. I could have got straight into the shower, but look, there's the mountain round. I'm south of Salt Lake now. I've got some mountain passes to go across. Once I get up here, I want to get out of Salt Lake. I turn sort of right and left, and then go over a mountain pass to get up. So I don't want to be doing that in the dark, to be fair, because it's been snowing. Hang on. It's get sorted out. Multitasking isn't a thing. Yeah, it's been snowing like shit all day down there. I've been watching the satellite and stuff, so it's not looking too good on that mountainside, which is a bit of a bummer, but it'll be what it'll be. it's got quite a few switchbacks, and I've done videos coming up over there before, and it's not the best, I'll say. There's a man with blue hair. Actually, I think it's a woman. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to abandon the shower, grab the coffee, put the coffee in the... Got me Kit Kat. Huge Kit Kat. Do you get these in England? I don't know. The mint ones. These are spot on. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to just grab this. Fucking get hightailed over that mountain. Like I've said before, I'd prefer to be slinging this is interesting. Slinging chains in the daytime. If I'm going to sling the iron, as they call it, the old timers, sling the irons, slinging iron, I want to do it during the day, in the daylight, and go over the mountain pass. He's got it this time. He wants to. Well, he's sort of got it, hasn't he? That's interesting. There is a truck in that parking lot he's going into. Here we go. We've got this. That's alright. Nope. Giving up. Fuck that. It wouldn't go in that hole. Obviously, there wasn't enough room. Changed his mind. Anyway, so that's the update. See you over the other side of the mountain. Hey, here's a quick update. I was going to get a shower, like I said, the last bit while I was fueling up, but I've decided just to make a coffee and crack on. It's nearly 3 o'clock now, so I've got about an hour of daylight. I'm south of Salt Lake City at the moment. Once I get out of here, when Mr. England gets out of the way, 13 trucks, majority of them. Well, that was impressive, wasn't it? Anyway, so look at that mountain. I've got to get through there somehow. I could cut across and said heading sort of left, west, and then south down from here to get me into Utah and drop down to Salt Lake City. It has been snowing over the pass. All majority of the day I've been watching the snow cloud over there, so I'm expecting it. It's still saying on Google Maps that it's open, but it's a bit windy through there. It's up and down. You've seen other videos of it. I've shown you before. It's quite a steep mountain pass. So I prefer to get over it in the daylight and have a go at the daylight. If I have to sling chains, then I sling chains in the daylight. Oh, it's like being ill is the snow. When you're poorly or anything like that, it always comes in worse on a night. So we've made coffee. I've got my mint Kit Kat, so that'll keep me going for a wee while anyway. So I say that's the bad thing about it. Sometimes you've got to think about, you know, the consequences. Is it worth staying here, having a shower, prolonging it even more? The snow's still coming down and coming down, so it ain't going to get any better, you know. So I think I prefer to wait. There's another Love's truck stop when I get out the other side, which I'll probably end up stopping at over there anyway. So that'll work, and I'll get one tonight. Plus, if I have to sling chains, then I'll get a shower at the other side, you know, just having a shower and then slinging chains again and getting all grubby. You know what I'm saying? It's not as though, luckily on this job, it's not as though I'm outside, is it? And I'm roping and sheeting or anything like that, so you do need a shower every day. Grab a cup of coffee. So that's the update. Snowy old mountain, got to get over it. See you on the other side. Oh, what was I going to say? 2 weeks ago, when I did my last video, I was on my way over to God, what's it called? Kentucky. That's where I was hiking. I was hiking up that mountain only a couple of weeks ago, and back behind me is where the hot springs are. So So I tell you, it comes in pretty quick over here. 1 minute you're into summer and wearing flip-flops and shorts. Bang! You're into winter. In the pass. It's nice and clear. But it has dropped down to -4 and things like that. And it's still had a lot of shade during the day. There's a really pretty waterfall here. Let's see if we can get it. I think it's this one. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. It was the last one. Okay, wrong one. Yeah, they're keeping it pretty clear. It's nice, really. It's not been that much, to be fair. But the temperature's down at -4, and the sun's obviously going down, so it's heated up. We're getting a little bit of shit coming over the water, over the road and what have you, where it's melted during the day. So that's going to be really slippy. You've got to watch that, because that's going to freeze pretty quick soon. Obviously, with the temperatures dropping down as quick as that, because there'll have been probably above freezing during the day, just hovering above. And oh, we're not open. Oh, the waste girl's not open. Never mind. This is a woman who works in here. I keep telling Richard, my colleague, to have a look out for her. There's a woman who works in this scale here. Oh my God, she gives the biggest, heartiest wave when you go through. Really funny. Yeah, so it looks like I'm going to be alright. I'm out of this pass very shortly. And heading on, drop down onto a little bit of the freeway, the 70, Interstate 70. I'll get my shower down there at the other Loves truck stop. And then boodle on down to Moab. As I say, this is where you'll get the slippy bits on the where it's been shaded. I just tend to take everything off the brakes and try and tiptoe straight across it. Don't have that jake brake on when you see all that water on the road or anything like that. Just cruise over it, yank the jake brake on before, get it all slowed down, see it, slide over it. Oh, well, hopefully not slide over it. Get over it without any brakes on, and then just fly out the other side. Tally-ho! And on you go. Take it or leave it. My bit of advice seems to work for me. Well, it has done to now. You don't want to be fucking pulling them jake brakes when you sat on top of the ice. That's probably make you go backwards or face your trailer, which is never a good thing. Yeah, got my return load, which is, like I said before, on the way back up. I'm going to aim for Moab on the way back. I'm going to see what time I've got. I don't know whether to tiptoe it back up and run on recaps, just take it steady, do 6-hour days, something like that, and then I can get there, or kick ass back to Moab, fire it into a hotel, have a quick 34. It will be a quick 34. We bang on the button. Leave about 4 o'clock in the morning on, what day will that be? On Sunday morning. And then, so yeah, leave on Sunday morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. But then I've got this pass to get over. I'm just going to play it from here because it all depends on weather. It really does. I'm just going to keep an eye on the satellite, keep seeing what rainfall, what snowfall we're getting, and things like that, you know. And if it is going to turn a bit naughty, I'll prefer to run my hours up, get it out up as far as I can, little by little each day, rather than just leave it until kick it on the last minute. You know what I mean? Beautiful evening. One thing with the snow on the ground, it gives you a little bit more light into the night as well, so that's one little bonus. Cruising along here, through the other side of Moab, through the Arches National Park, and this is looking a bit freaky. I've got all these lights going off in the distance. Let's turn a few lights on and see if we can see. Might be nothing, but I don't know if you can pick that up. The camera's picking that up or not. No, maybe not. Some weird lights. come through, or seen my other videos of me coming through here, you'll know what a bit of a freaky sort of place it is around here, with these strange mountain formations and stuff like that. Town area, and then in a town for another 25 miles. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That is weird. Some weird going on over there. What? I ain't sticking about to find out. For sure. See if we, I don't know if I can. I think I'm about alongside of it now, so I don't think I'm really gonna see it. To be fair, whatever it is, whatever the freaky thing is. Temperature's gone above freezing now, so that's a bonus. Still there, all in lights. Can't see it, bloody hell. And I definitely aren't stopping and going for a wander over the mountain. That is for sure. I ain't walking about in that dark. Whatever it is, could be happily stay over there. That's for sure. Anyway, so done pretty well. Had a cracking good day. I've got through Moab. I didn't bother stopping in Moab. I'm going to get on to the next town. There's a weigh scale just out the other side of this town here. I'll get into the town or back on the scale. That'll do. So I'll have done. I got 700 miles in today. So you know, I had a good crack of the whip. Crack of the whip as you go. So that only leaves me, by the time I stop in another 20-something miles, that'll leave me 1,260 miles to do. So that's doable, because like I've said before, once I get over away through the into New Mexico, get down past the ship rock and get onto the interstate there, it's like 75 mile an hour all the way through there then. So it's really cracking on, and same all the way down to Texas. Down into Texas, 75 mile an hour all the way, even on the single track road it's 75 mile an hour. It's obviously there's a fire over there. Not well, rig or something like that. Oh, get up to speed up. Some big old fire going over there. Say the least, -9. When I set off, I've only just set off. It was freezing fog first part, but that's soon cleared, and it's like this now, which -9 I'm happy with. That's good, you know. We can do there's going to be a little bit of black ice and shit like that because it's first thing in the morning, but you know, at the most part, once it starts dropping down lower than this, it's going to take all the moisture out of the road, out of the ground and everything, and it's going to be dry. It's going to be proper dry, so I can kick on. You know, so you're going to take it a little bit steady, a bit, not being any silly irrational movements, obviously, but hopefully it'll stay nice and under the -7 and colder, and I'll be happy with that, definitely. And we can crack on. So me bunk heater's decided, night heater has decided to give up the ghost and not work. I should have taken it out while I was off. I kept saying I was going to take it out, and I didn't. So I've got the. So it got a bit cold last night. I had to leave the engine running. I had to start the engine up about 3 this morning. It was hideous. It was down at -11, 12, something like that. Which, to be fair, anything below -10, you want to have it cranked up anyway. So the engine, so it gets just a bit too cold for it. But you know, it just takes it out on the batteries. Does that certain temperature? So I carry 14 gallon of water under my bunk back there for my water heater. That's freezing up, obviously, as the temperatures have dropped down. That's started to freeze, so I'm laid on a block of ice. So I'm leaving the bunk up. It's not too well insulated underneath the bunks. They're not brilliant, to be fair. I put some extra carpeting under my bed, under the mattress, to try and do a little bit, but it still gets bloody cold. Obviously, if you're sat on a block of ice as well, it's not the best, is it? Comfort kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? So that's the update. The cab heater, I'm going to have to rag that out. It's coked up, that's all the problem is. Just wants decoking. It's, I should have done it, it's my own fault. But there you go, so I'll have to pull that out. I won't get it done today, but you know, I'm in Colorado now. I ain't in Colorado long before I nip into New Mexico. I'll be in New Mexico for the rest of the day. And the forecast is good. Forecast is no more snow or anything like that, so it looks as though these clouds are looking a bit shitty up there at the moment, but hopefully we can get through those before it starts dumping another load and get along. Like I got 683 miles in yesterday, so I had a good go. Hopefully I'll get a 700 in today, because it's once I get onto the interstate down in New Mexico, I'm flying across there at 70-75 mile an hour speed limit. So I can do some big miles, and I'll be sat on that most of the day, well, all day, and all tomorrow, right into Texas. Until I drop down onto a national, like a similar road to this. But the one in Texas, the speed limit's up to 75 on there anyway. So, and it's a good road. So I'll be happy about it. It's a cracking bit of road, actually. Nice and quiet like this. It's like one of the old styly roads. Yeah, well, I'll do some videos. You go through some old towns that are run down now and stuff. It's just a pretty old ride, it is. So that's the update. Nothing really apart from the bloody bunk heater to report. Like I say, the weather does get pretty harsh out here. You know, it's up and down all over the place. It really is. Last year, this time last year, I was hiking. I was weekending in Moab. It's just come up on my Facebook. I was hiking in Moab in a t-shirt. It was lovely and warm. It was red hot, in fact. It was Betty Swallows weather. Didn't have my sacks then, did I? Sack for a sack. It just shows you, the weather's all over the place. It really is. So I'm gonna kick back. Just keep it lit through here and send it on. Loving my new Alexa. Alexa, turn up the volume. Okay. Wow. Alexa, resume the music.